Happy Friday. You should be excited. You made it another week. I wanted to say hello to my writers, to my third graders, to people who appreciate the power of a pencil and the power of a thought, getting the idea out of the head and onto a piece of paper, because it's what opens doors in life. Okay. So at this point, I think where you are and where you should be is you have developed a thought in your head about something that you think you're an expert on. You have decided that you know a lot about a specific topic, and you generated some subtopics in the way of a uh, table of contents. If you are at that point, put your thumb up, give yourself a pat on the back. The next step is to think, all right, well, now I know these are my 5 subtopics, and there should be 5 of them. What I was so impressed with at yesterday's Zoom meeting was that, some of you don't have enough idea in your head about what you think you're an expert on. And yet when we sat down with you and started talking, like Win, for example, yay you, we came up with something that you hadn't thought about. So sometimes bouncing your ideas off of a classmate or a parent or a friend might give you a heads up on what you could do next. All right. So the next step for all of you is going to be to generate a um, a kind of outline. Now, just so that you understand, this idea of, oh my gosh, why isn't this pulling up? This idea of having an outline is, for some of you, you might be saying, well, I already did it. I already did this. And that's great if you already did it, but I do think it's kind of important to go through this particular part of the process. So some of you have already written out a subtopic and you wrote a lot about it. For me personally, I tend to get disorganized. And then when I start writing, it's not organized. And it doesn't necessarily make sense to the person reading it. It made sense to me when I was writing it, but it didn't make sense to the reader. So I have this informational writing planning page. I would like for you to print it twice, because there's only 3 subtopics on one side and you need 5. So if you print this out twice, you're going to see there's another one. But I didn't, this, when you print it out, is only going to come out like this. If you can't print it out, then you're going to do what I did, which is this. You're going to actually pretend that you have your name, informational writing planning page, topic, subtopic, just like that. Your name, your informational writing planning page, your topic, your subtopic. And then underneath the subtopic, 3 bullets, 3 things that you think are important about that subtopic. 5, 6, 7, you might have it. Please narrow it to 3. And I'm asking you to do that because I think that I don't want this to be a runaway train. I have tons of things that I can say, but I'm going to have to figure out what are the most important things that I want to say and only say that. All right. So I decided to talk through everything that I think I know about my first subtopic, which for me was, wow, I don't know what to wear. It's too hot, it's too cold. So that sounds like 3 bullets to me. General things that I think I want to wear, what you wear when it's too hot, and what you wear when it's too cold. I didn't even consider rain in there. And now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I should have rain gear on my list. So if I was going to write, look at, there's only this one line, there's not a lot of room. So you have to it's just a general idea of what you think you're going to want to say when you actually start writing this out. Some of you are not there yet. Some of you already started writing it out. Make sure, if you already started writing it out, that you did come up with 3 bullets in your subtopics. So for example, I go back to my already started writing it out page, because I did already start writing it out. And I want to make sure that there's a general, too hot, and too cold. And in that general, this is what I might want to say. In the too hot, this is what I might want to say. In the too cold, this is what I might want to say. And then I think now I'm going to add to it, rain gear is also important. And I'll just leave that as that. So now, if I didn't already write it out, like some of you, then I'm going to go to my pretend planning page. So here it is, Nancy Wall, informational writing planning page. My topic is running. My subtopic is, I don't know what to wear. It's too hot or too cold. That's my problem, because I've chosen problem solution as my structure for my nonfiction informational writing book. Okay. I'm going to go, I saw a bunch of you yesterday. I was so happy you did yours with questions. So yours is going to be question and answer. Somebody else's is going to be boxes and bullets. I chose problem solution. My problem is I don't know what to wear because it's too hot or too cold or raining. And here's how I'm going to address that. General ideas of what you should bring with you for running, general ideas of what you should do when it's really hot, and general ideas of what you should do when it's cold. And again, this is all what I've typed out, but if you were to look, it's not a lot of room on this planning page. So you're just gonna like just a couple of ideas just to get it's kind of like taking a sip of water to quench your thirst. You're not gonna drink the whole bottle, but you'll a little bit just to get going. All right. So general running shoes, socks, leggings, shorts with pockets for keys and phone, long sleeve, short sleeves, no sleeves, running shirts, hat and mittens for winter, sports bra, and now I'm going to add to it rain gear. Rain gear. Okay. The truth is that if it rains, you're going to get wet. Your legs still work in the rain. So you go out and you accept the fact that you're going to get wet. But what if it's really hot? Well, I want to make sure that I have lightweight clothing. I want to have a hat with a visor. I want to make sure I wear sunscreen to protect me from the sun, and I want to carry a water bottle. I wrote up here that it's important to shop in, did I write it in here? Shop at running stores. And the reason for that is that running stores are going to know about these particular types of clothing, like clothing that are breathable for both hot and cold weather. Cold, removable layers in case you get hot. We all know that when you run, you want to take off your stuff because it gets too, you start getting hot. Well, what if you're wearing a vest? Now, if you're wearing a vest, you can't take that vest off and tie it around your waist. So you want to have removable layers for cold weather in case you get too hot, because you do start getting hot even on a freezing cold day. A warm hat, mittens, hand warmers, something for your neck, a windbreaker, and make sure you have clothes with pockets. Clothes with pockets. This is just me thinking about what I want to say, but again, I'm going to remind you, you don't have a lot of room. Okay, so just things to keep in mind. You'll go back now and look at your list, look at your table of contents, and go on to your second subtopic. I expect that today and Monday, you will be finished with all of this. All right, so for today and Monday, this is our goal, to be finished with your planning page. Even if, well, I already wrote it out. If you're that kid that, well, I already wrote it out, just make sure that between today and Monday, you have addressed 5 subtopics with 3 key ideas. All right? I believe in you. I believe in my class. I believe they are good writers. That's terrible. I promise I won't ever do that again. Okay. Have a really great day and a really, really beautiful weekend. Enjoy the snow.